Big up, everybody. Welcome back to TJ Warren TV. Welcome back to another late show. This time it's an Arsenal versus Liverpool preview with the man himself, Don Huson, but he is finishing up a show right now over on Sod's channel. So be patient while I take my time and just sliding on back into doing live streams. I know I haven't been doing them very often lately just because work's been crazy. I'm going to be honest. Work's been crazy. Life's been crazy. It is what it is. And Mike Doss is here. Hi, Mike Doss. It's not that late for me, but it's late for our friends in the UK, which is why I named the show that way. Big up everybody that is getting redirected over from Sod's channel as well. Big up Sod for the redirect and the raid. You guys are absolutely insane. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you are hitting that notification bell. I'm liable to go live at any time. This channel is wild. Thank you again for the redirect. Sod. Let me see what you guys are saying. He says, don't stop believing, TJ. I agree. Don't stop believing. Shout out Journey. Shout out Journey, people. Shout out Journey. Sod raid. Yes, big up Sod every single time. Liverpool will win. I don't know, we're going to get into that. We're going to get into that. I want to keep you guys on strings for what I think will happen. And I want to have that conversation with Hussam because, honestly, I was in Hussam's chat earlier today and he was telling me that I wasn't confident enough. He thinks that my opinions on certain players being absent versus being in the lineup is going to make an actual difference. I mean, that's a shocking way to approach in a football match, but it is what it is. Also, make sure that you get your comments in and your questions in, because if I see a question that I like, I'll put it on the screen. If you super chat it, I'll put it on the screen whether I like it or not. So, not required at all, but if you want to get your question to me and Don Hussam, please go ahead and put those questions in. Super chats are welcome, but of course not required. Big up Barrio Malatelli as well. It's good to see you, my friend. I'm seeing a lot of people I haven't seen in a while. Big up John Henry loves yachts. You're losing tomorrow, TJ. I don't know, man. And Kedia's ex-lawyer, Sod Raid. Big up, my guy. Big up to the 92 inside. Again, smash the likes. We just hit 1,400 subscribers on this channel, so I appreciate all the love. Before we get started with, and Hussam's in the back, but I don't see him on camera yet, so I'm going to keep him back there until he's here. Because we have to play his introduction video. We have to do all that stuff. We roll out the red carpet for big YouTubers on this channel. It is what it is. I'm nothing if I am not a good host, a good, if I don't show hospitality to my guests, what does that say about me as a person? What does that say about me as a YouTuber? It doesn't say very many good things. That's all I'm going to say. But first, before we get started, let's all go ahead and laugh at Real Madrid. Woo! What a stinker. The best team in the world. Hold that, Will. You can hold that. And I know you're listening. I know you're a fan, Will. And I cannot wait for American Waffle on Monday. Do not dodge. Do not run. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. You are screwed, my friend. You are going to get cooked. I cannot wait. I cannot fucking wait. 4-0. Real Madrid lose at home to Barcelona. Lamine Yamal, masterclass. Rafinha looking absolutely incredible. And those superstars on Real Madrid. Oh, I love to see it when the superstars fail. It's my favorite. I don't know. Call me a bad guy. I just love it. I just love it when the underdog wins, and the underdog won today. Speaking of underdogs, let me welcome my guest onto the show. The only way I know how.
Good luck to you in the next round as well. We'll see who you guys draw. But I was supporting Arsenal yesterday, and it's Arsenal. Arsenal FC, we're by far the greatest team. Damn, you guys don't even value Tom at £5?
Everybody, welcome Hussam to the channel. Everybody, welcome him.
You have to delete that video. You have to
I
delete that
I, I,
video.
I can't do it. I
Set a target. Set a likes target for the people to delete the
I
for you
will
to
set.
delete
I
the
will
video.
set. Okay, if I get 100 likes, I'll delete the video. 100.
Everyone in the chat, like the stream right now.
100 likes.
100 likes and you'll delete the video, never play it again. You have to be a man of integrity and honor.
I am a man. If I'm nothing, if I'm not a man of integrity. So.
Perfect. 100 likes, chat. 100 likes.
likes.
And this fraud is gonna delete that video. Listen, that was probably I think that was either again I think that was either Arsenal against City or when I was explaining my hatred towards Manchester City, something like that. That's what I actually.
You were. I think, and it was after Porto, I believe.
After Porto.
Yeah, I think. I don't know. I don't remember, to be honest.
Yeah, I think. I think that was
like Warrior
on
J says. I don't have the answer.
My F Man City streams. Do you watch the City game today as well? See why I call these guys lucky?
Yeah, no, you watched. I watched it with you. I was in the chat, and you were calling me a fraud.
Oh.
You know, it's just normal. It's just normal shit. And you know
They're
what the funny
so
part
lucky.
is?
I swear to God, I just every time it's just like people call it like oh you're just salty against Manchester City. I'm not salty at all.
It was robbery. It was highway robbery. And you know, if Ramsdale wasn't so shit, and he is shit, he's awful. Like we were talking about composure. And as soon as we brought in David Raya, I want to go on the record right now and say I was immediately David Raya in, Ramsdale out. David Raya 1, Ramsdale 2. I want to go on the record and say that was my stance. You can go back and watch the videos. I was calling everybody frauds. I wasn't calling them friends of Aaron or anything like that, but I was calling them frauds. But yeah, absolutely. 100 likes to keep the video is what Just the Tip says, but we'll see. I did not.
No, 100 likes to get rid of the video.
To get the, you know, so many people have asked for that. Real quick before I want to get your thoughts on the Real Madrid game today too. Before we get into the preview, because everybody that just came over from Saad's channel just saw you preview it. So I have a little bit of different takes than the people on that panel.
Okay.
Some people will call me negative. That's fine. It is what it is. But what I wanted to ask you is, is Man City just gonna run away with it again, just based off of the refs supporting? Like, do they have to have 5 before we see somebody else and the Premier League supports somebody else?
You see, when you say the referees thing, yes, I think the referees will always be.
That was ridiculous what I saw today.
Yeah, 100%. That's why I'm telling people, just watch the games, bro. Every 50-50 is always given City's favor. It's not even an agenda. It's not even anything like this insulting. It's genuine reality. Every 50-50 was going City's way today. And this will continue to happen. However, in terms of performances now, and you know, people are upset at me, but now they're fully agreeing with me. The performances are not matching the result. Meaning, Brentford, Erling Haaland by himself won them the game. They were dog shit in that game. Fulham scored twice at the Etihad. The game after that, who did they play? That was another game where they were lucky as well. It ended 2-1. I actually forgot who. And today, you beat Southampton by 1-0. TJ, the question then becomes reversed onto you. When the performances matches the results, then what? When City's results are as shit as their performances, then what? Because I'll give you a genuine example. The way that they performed today, if they go away to Bournemouth, play that way and lose 2-0, lose 1-0, whatever it is, will anyone be shocked? I wouldn't be shocked, because the performances have been coming. They've been playing dreadfully, and slyly I've been sneaking into the City fans like channels and stuff. I'm banned in a lot of them, but I have to sneak in and watch without me commenting.
Yeah,
so
how many Husam burner accounts do you have?
2. But yeah, I was tuning in, you get me? And they all say the same stuff I say. They're like, wow, we got away with one today. We were lucky, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bro, how is they saying the same stuff that I'm saying, but they're mad at me for saying the same stuff that they're saying? So they're just angry at the messenger, not angry at the message. Like, every time I walk into a City stream, they're talking about we got away with one, the performances haven't picked up, we miss Rodri, we need this guy, we need that guy, yada yada yada. And then when I say the same stuff, everyone's mad. They're like, oh, you have a City agenda.
Oh no,
Fulham,
you have a City agenda, and you love Arsenal.
Exactly. That Fulham game, it's not even like half chances. Adama Traore missed 2 1-on-1s. I'm talking about, this is Adama Traore and this is the keeper. Like this is the distance between me and the keeper. Like this far, literally. Like by
Yeah.
hand, by arm's reach, and he missed. Like he missed two one-on-ones. So that's why I do think they've been quite lucky this season.
No, I agree, and I think the performances are eventually going to catch up with them. I agree with you, but let's pivot just real quick to La Liga. I know I think that you and I were in the same boat with the need for Barca to come away with a win today, right? You weren't going for Madrid, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
never.
okay, my man, because I just needed for my agendas. I needed exactly what happened today. It was my birthday today. Absolutely convincing 4-0. Real Madrid in absolute shambles. Do you think that this is the beginning of the end for Carlo Ancelotti?
Rich people problems are always funny to me. Always funny to me. Like you watch Madrid fans complain.
They
and you
complain
just feel,
so much.
yeah, and you just feel nauseated because you're like, look at the team that they have, and they're sat here complaining about standards and principles and all this shit. I'm like, oh, this could be time for Ancelotti. I'm like, bro, didn't he win you like 3 Champions Leagues in the last 5 years? Hasn't he like won you 2 La Ligas as well? Like, obviously, been quite successful with this team. The problem is, this is the issue with the Madrid front line. Everyone wants to score. Everyone wants to shoot, and they all do the same shit. Cut and shoot, cut and shoot, cut and shoot. Vinicius will cut in and shoot. Mbappe will cut in and shoot. Their midfielders all want to drive with the ball forward and create a chance. So everyone is similar. And this is a universal saying, whether it be Arabic, English, whether it be US, UK, whatever. If there is too many cooks in the kitchen, the food will get ruined because you can't have too many cooks in the kitchen. And if you just put all like this 11 together of just amazing players, it can't just magically work. You need someone to sacrifice. And I'm going to use an NBA analogy because it actually makes sense. All these super teams worked because someone had to sacrifice. Like in whenever they tell you big three, someone sacrificed. Like you're telling me we could go back to 2008 Boston Celtics. You're telling me that KG didn't sacrifice a little bit so Paul Pierce gets up some more shots? Like everyone just sacrifices in order for someone to shine, shit like this. Same with the Warriors when they were successful as well. Clay sacrificed a little bit. Draymond sacrificed a little bit. The problem is at Real Madrid, no one's willing to sacrifice because everyone thinks he's him. And the truth of the matter is, Vinicius is actually the best player in the world. They thought they were getting the best player in the world, but they already had him to begin with. I think this is exactly. And by the way, they're not over with this. There's a reason why they want your center back and my right back. They want Trent and Saliba. They're doing this Galacticos shit all the way now. And by the way, on top of that, they want Alphonso Davies. So this is what their team is going to look like. Listen to this: Courtois, Trent, Saliba, Rudiger, Alphonso Davies, Chouameni, Camavinga, Valverde, Bellingham, Vinicius, Mbappe. This is World 11 in one team.
Oh yeah, and don't forget about Christian Romero. Don't forget.
Don't believe the Jacob bullshit.
Nobody. Somebody will never.
Romero's never touching Real Madrid. Never.
No, never. No, he's not the level Saliba is though. I'm telling you, yeah, and absolutely. Don't be a fraud. Hit the likes. If you're watching on playback, hit the likes. Do Husam a favor. I will delete the video, and I don't know where the video source is. Like I don't know where it is. It only exists on StreamYard. So if he says delete it, you get me to 100 likes, I'll delete it. Until then, it's gonna get played on repeat here. But no, exactly. And I saw like a bunch of stars just trying to do it themselves today. Like Vinny Jr. I have never seen the outside of a net get a workout like that today. It was absolutely brutal. Jude Bellingham couldn't keep it in on the end line. Like it was absolutely shambolic, and I am so happy. I'm so happy about it. I'm going to be running agendas on this for a month. I can't wait.
DJ, you know what's really funny for me?
What's up?
Is you don't know how people like have agendas and shit.
Yeah,
certain people are watching the Madrid game and blaming Jude Bellingham. I'm like, bro, are you guys like, did you guys actually watch the game? Like, Mbappe was offside, and you know what pisses me off about Mbappe?
7 times. 7 times.
You know what pisses me off about Mbappe being offside and Nunes being offside? It's the same thing, that they're just quicker than everyone. If you're quicker than everyone, why are you offside all the time?
Do you think it's like an adjustment period thing? Well, not with Nunez because he's been there for years. But do you think?
Yeah, no. Let's not put Nunez and Mbappe in the same category. You get me? So it's complete
No, it's completely different. But I'm just saying,
Completely
I was
different,
asking
yeah.
like follow-up question. Do you think it's an adjustment period? Like
No,
they
Nunes
just
is
have to
adjusted
fight on
already.
this?
At this point, we have to deliver. If it doesn't deliver, I already wanted him gone in the summer. But if he stays, then this season is just like this is it. Like everyone's just bored of it at this point in time. Even the people who backed him are saying the same stuff. They're like, "Yo, we've had enough of this Nunes crap now. Like this is it. No one's gonna sit up here and go like, oh yeah, should give Nunes a chance." And no one says that anymore. Like it's just everyone's over it. Everyone's like, get me the goals or piss off. Simple as. And I agree with it, to be honest with you, because there come a point in time where you just need to stop it, bro. You just need to stop it. That's just how it goes. So
Yeah. No. 100%. All right, enough with the La Liga teams. Let's get into what we were coming here to talk about. Arsenal versus Liverpool tomorrow. Today, for some of you people across the pond, you saw them.
Mm-hmm.
How are you feeling like right this moment? I know you were in Saad's chat being like, oh, I have 3 different scores for 3 different scenarios. No scenario right now coming into the Emirates.
What do you mean no scenario? It matters, you
knowing
fraud.
what you know. No. I don't want to hear this. Oh well, if Saka's there, if Salih, if Kiwior starts at left back, if Timber's there, how are you feeling? Confident?
Why are you making me sound like a Chad or something?
What?
If Saliba's there, you're making me sound like a
Saliba's
Chad.
there. I'm trying to really sell the American thing.
You guys always ruin my accent. That Jacob fraud as well. Every time he impersonates me, he sounds like a Russian.
Do your accent, by the way.
Yeah. Jacob makes me sound like a Russian. Like he starts talking like, have you ever played Call of Duty? Remember Makarov? He makes me sound like Makarov all the time. He's like, oh, DCs. He just talks like that. I'm just like, bro, Jacob, I don't talk like that. Just like, give it up. But I will give you different predictions because that's just how this whole thing operates.
Okay.
You know who you should blame? Blame your manager who thinks this is some form of military operation, who's out here playing games and wants to do, surprise attacks and shit. It's not my fault that Mikel Arteta is a fraud. It's his fault. He's the one doing mind games. He's the one bullshitting the public. Oh, they're not fit, but they trained on grass.
Do you expect, wow. What do you expect them to post the starting 11 a week in advance? Like, what do you expect to do?
I'm expecting to just say like, okay, Timber's fit. He trained today. Saka's fit. He trained today. That's it. Done. That's not difficult. When they ask Slot who's injured, he's like, yeah, Jota's out and Alisson's out. Done. No bullshit. No, Jota was on the grass today. Who the fuck says you're on the grass? We already know the training is on the grass anyway. It's obviously they're not training on clay. Like this is not tennis, And the reason why I have different predictions is Saka is your best forward. You get me? Right. Timber is 7 million levels above all the shit left backs that you could pull up to that game.
Correct.
So that's a different game. And that's where my nuclear missile exists. So you're telling me I've got my nuclear missile down the right-hand side, taking on your wooden shield and Zinchenko. Barbecue chicken.
It's going to be
different. Yeah, exactly. That's why all this drama. I'll just say finally this. All this drama, and we actually have more starters out with injuries than you do. You've got Odegaard, and Saliba's not injury. It's a red card.
Not an injury.
Yeah, you got Odegaard and Calafiori.
Wow. Calafiori isn't a starter if Timber's there.
Exactly. And who we have? We got Jota and Alisson.
Yeah. Jota
all this drama for no reason.
Like I would already be calling this a 4-0 if Jota was healthy. I'm going to be honest with you about that. And people are going to say, TJ, you're super negative about this. I'm not feeling good about this, guys. Like people out there being like, oh yeah, well, I'm going to go over to TJ Warren TV and I'm going to get a positive outlook. I don't have a positive outlook about this, whether or not we have Saka. Like I said on your channel, and you gave me a boatload of shit about this, but I said we have an outside chance if Saka is available. The reason I say that is because we are still lacking a viable creative midfielder.
But you can't say outside chance. That's the problem.
Why can't I say that?
Because you're at home.
So what?
If Saka's this is your statement, not mine. If Saka's available, we have an outside chance.
Correct.
That's so shameless.
Why is that shameless?
Because you're on the Emirates. This is not Anfield.
So what? We haven't looked good. How did we look? Husam, how did we look against Shakhtar Donetsk? How did we look?
That was without Saka. Don't be fraudulent.
Oh, come on.
Saka.
Saka coming
Saka
off
is
an
your
injury.
main creator in your front line.
Yeah, but we have nobody around him to help him out. Who's gonna help him? Trossard? He's looked really good in that 10 role. Not. Like, come on.
I
What are
can't
we
believe
doing
they were
here?
trying to do Trossard prop earlier on today. I'm like, nope, I'm not having
No,
it.
I'm not having this. Like like Odegaard, for as much as he can disappear in big games, he creates so much. And shout out to LB because he was trying to throw his lack of assists in my face last week. I'm not having it. He does so much more than that. And Trossard doesn't have a clue there. Like, I'm sorry. How many open play goals have we scored this season? I think we scored more off set pieces.
That can be true. You scored
Yeah,
two set pieces only.
Have we?
Yes.
Doesn't seem
You've
like
scored
that.
two set pieces.
Okay, well, either way, I'm not confident in our ability to create in the midfield. I'm just not.
Look at this guy. He beat Alkmaar with 1 goal, and he's here waffling in the chat. Spurs, how about you? How about Jacob? How about you just cry about your own club? This big boy is talking. I'm gonna get you
Yeah,
like
no, relevancy only here.
Yeah, I'll get you a Crystal Palace fan so you can stream with him. You get me? So you can feel like, oh, superior. You know, this big boy talk right here. This Mike Tyson, this Muhammad Ali, you get me? This Khabib Nurmagomedov, Conor McGregor, just the best of the best, GSP. And then here come Jacob, you know? Jacob, United Spurs of America. Shit club, haven't won anything. And he's trying to talk about our clubs. This is the red cartel, baby. You get me? You see this Champions League right here? I won it against you. So sit on the floor. Anyway, back to the big boy talk. We don't want to talk about irrelevant clubs because we start losing. Yeah, we start losing viewers now. We talk about Spurs. We don't need that.
Yeah, I know. No, literally, we
Arsenal.
just dropped 10 viewers. It's crazy. It's crazy. Big up Jacob every single time.
The reason why I said it's shameless is the following. If you have your best player, and I do believe that Saka is your best player, we might disagree on that, and that's fine.
Yes.
The guy is your best creator. Some might even say best scorer as well, by the way.
Yes.
Some might make the argument.
He's the best winger in the Premier League right now.
Second best winger in the Premier League.
Okay. All right. Well, that's arguable, but that's fine.
Mo Salah. Yeah. So
I
he's
respect Mo Salah, by the way, and we're gonna get into that, but go ahead.
Yeah. So for me, he's up there. And the guy creates so many chances. He has the most big chances created in Europe, the most assists in the Premier League for good reason. So obviously, if he doesn't play, it's going to be a massive miss. But my problem with your argument is you said if he does play, we have an outside chance. If he doesn't play, that's when you have an outside chance.
No, if he doesn't play, we're done. It's over.
Okay. I respect that opinion. That's correct. But if Saka plays, then you become favorites directly.
Favorites? How so? Especially with the holes on our back line. Like, how do you get there? Like, guide me through your thought process there, because I was hearing these back lines being thrown around. Oh, Kiwior, Gabriel, Zinchenko, and Ben White. Like, if we throw that at the back, it's over. It's done. We need.
If you bring Zinchenko, then you can just start the grill. You get me? Bring the chicken, bring the beef, whatever.
Yeah, I already said, like, we're going, like, if I see that back line, I'm just gonna kick back. I'm gonna grab a beer and I'm just gonna call it a day. I'm serious.
You know how many people have told me if Zinchenko starts, they won't watch. You know how many people said that?
Dude, I saw Zinchenko get cooked by Salah in Philadelphia live 20 feet in front of me. I don't need to see it again tomorrow. I don't need to see it.
The funny part is he actually said it in the interview himself. He's like, if Salah gets pace against me, I'm finished. He said it himself. It's not like you needed someone to tell you that, to be honest with you. You know, but listen, man, it is what it is. And here's the thing, like, when it comes to Arsenal, Saka, I think, is the second best winger in the league, full stop, whether left or right. He is making a massive impact this season. The truth of the matter is, look, we finished below Arsenal 2 seasons in a row.
Mm-hmm.
You finished second and second. We finished fifth and third. So you already start from a level above us. And on top of that, you ended up signing players we didn't. Whether they're the right players or not is beyond the point. You tried to improve your squad. We didn't. And now it all comes back to this game. Look, if Arsenal have a better team, a better squad, and Liverpool are the outside chance for the title race, if you're at home, and your only player out of significance is Saliba and Odegaard. And for us, we have Alisson and Jota, so it's the same thing.
Those are our two best players behind Saka, in my opinion.
Yeah, but we've got Alisson and Jota out as well, so it's not like we don't have players out. We have players out too.
Kelleher is more than capable. Like this, I don't. That's
I can say the same thing. Like Timber is more than capable to replace Saliba.
No. They're completely different levels. Don't get me wrong. I rate Timber, but that's completely.
And Alisson is a complete different level to Kelleher. So where do you go from here?
Well, I think Kelleher. You're comparing.
Who's the best keeper in the world?
What?
Who's the best keeper in the whole world?
Oh,
say it.
Shit, Alisson. But that being said, I don't think are you okay. So let me ask you a question then, because you're correct there. You got me there. But what if you don't win the league? If you don't win the league, or you drop out of the top four, is it going to be because Alisson wasn't in net?
I mean, it's a possibility if Alisson's out for the whole season. If Alisson has the highest XG saved and saves the most one-on-ones every single season. Alisson saves one-on-one, by the way. It's not like, oh wow, what a save from no, the guy saves one-on-ones. You might be through on goal and Alisson still saves it. That's the level that Alisson is. Alisson and Courtois are the two best keepers in the world, and then after that you fight for the other positions. But when it comes to Alisson being out for the whole season, I don't have a sample size of that. He had to come back the year that we won the league. Yeah. Alisson is very important because he saves us a lot. Now, Kelleher has shown to be proven, but proven in spurts is different than proven for a whole season. And you've seen it yourself with the likes of Trossard. You've seen it yourself with other players who might turn up and might play really well for a shorter period of time. That doesn't mean they can consistently do it over a whole season. Backup keepers are backup keepers for a reason. Yeah. Look at watch Ramsdale at Southampton. Remember at the start of last season when it was a conversation? Oh, you're laughing now because you have the evidence. But at the start of last season, was it not a conversation we should start Ramsdale? Arsenal fans were saying this, right?
They were not really after. I didn't think so. Not after Raya got a couple of starts.
I'm not saying you thought it. I'm saying it was a convo.
There were no Arsenal fans that I was talking about that after Raya started, they were calling for Ramsdale to come.
Okay, fair enough. But there were Arsenal fans that I was talking to that were suggesting Ramsdale should start, which is
I know, but that was because he was still betting into the team. He made a couple of bad judgment calls on the back line. Like I understand the barely miss against Man City. Like I remember that. I get it, but he was still betting into the team. And Ramsdale was too busy yelling at the away fans and being absolutely out of control, aka lack of composure that we were talking about today, that I thought it was an easy switch. But I'm not all Arsenal fans, obviously, because I'm not painting, I'm not looking at this through rose-colored glasses. I'm not doing it.
Exactly. So. And that's my thing. Like at the end of the day, listen, Alisson is a fantastic keeper, best keeper in the world. We have players of that ilk that are difference makers. And the truth of the matter is, listen, you're in a position right now where you can't tell me after everything you've done for the last 2 years, we are outside. We have an outside chance if Saka's fit. No. If Saka's fit, it's no longer outside chance. If Saka's fit, then you are the favorite.
I just don't think he's. I mean, like, look, without a good team around him, I just don't think he's proven to be that much of a game changer. Don't get me wrong. I am a huge Bukayo Saka fan, but you put the left back and the center back on him and lock him down and keep him from switching to the left foot and hitting it outside the box where his office is. He doesn't really do much outside of that unless he has an overlap or he has help. Like if you isolate him down there, he can't do much. And teams have keyed in on that. And like, look, don't get me wrong. He was our top in GA last season. I really like great job. But who is that against? He was stat padding against some of the lower teams in the league. And look, I rate him. Don't get me wrong. But if he doesn't have anybody to help him out, he has trouble generating things. Like he is not. I have trouble calling him world class because he does not put the game on his back a lot of the time. Can we agree on that, or am I off? Yeah, Saka.
I mean, he does have the second most GA against the top 6 sides. So obviously he performs in the big game, but. Listen, I rate Saka highly. I'll never say anything negative about the guy. I rate him highly. I just don't think the system allows him to shine as much as he should shine. Like he's just not the type of player right now that is shining as much as he needed to because the system is way too defensive. Like if I were to give Saka to a Jurgen Klopp as an example, he'd unlock a he'd unlock a beast, he'd unlock a demon,
100%.
even if he played down the left hand side. But now with the way that you play, where he's like kind of the main chance creator and stuff like this, like I'm looking at it this season and I'm saying, obviously he has shown in the beginning before he got injured, most big chances created in Europe, most assists in the league, that he is turning up at some form of level at least. So that's the thing with me. I respect Saka. I really like him. Now, can he help get you over the line? That remains to be seen. But the biggest question would be about the manager if you don't get over the line, not Saka, because then
I
need.
agree with that. I mean, when you're setting up with 3 CDMs against Bournemouth away and losing, like it's extremely negative setup, and I've called that out before. It also shows that we didn't do the right business over the summer. I mean, we needed a backup to Odegaard. We didn't do it. We have Ethan Nwaneri in the background, but he's not getting a sniff unless he's playing against League One competition. Like it's really concerning. Like the game and all these people, there are people out there calling for Miles Lewis-Skelly to start in this game, which I think is an absolutely ridiculous suggestion, especially if you're going to throw him up against Mohamed Salah, arguably the best right wing in the Premier League. No, people were like, and big up Saad and big up all the panelists on there, but they were seriously considering throwing him in and saying, oh, well, he has a 10% chance. Well, he has a 90% chance of getting absolutely cooked. You ruin a youth product and absolutely shatter his confidence because he got scored on 3 times against no problem. He got scored on 3 times against trying to defend against Mohamed Salah. Like, I'm not hearing that. Ideally, we get Timber back. Ideally, we get Saka back, because if you have Timber, then you start him on the left. You don't, if it's not Timber, then it's Kiwior. Kiwior did a fine job in relief last season against Liverpool. Like, he has been in these games before, but don't start ruining the youth by throwing them into these big games that they are not at all fit for. I'll go back to Nwaneri. Another key game that he could have started in was Bournemouth. Another one, Shakhtar. He didn't get a sniff. Until the 80th minute against Bournemouth, which was absolutely ridiculous to me. And then he doesn't even play against Shakhtar. So what are we doing here?
I think with Kivior, I think there's a bit of revisionism there, because January till May when he played left back, he was good. No one was sat here complaining about Kivior, like, oh, Kivior's dog shit. No one said that, like, at all. And I worked with plenty of content creators from January till May. No one was criticizing the guy. And it felt like as soon as the summer started, everyone was like, oh, Kivior's crap all of a sudden. Like, it became a trendy thing to say. But I'd rather come up against, like, who worries me more? Zinchenko or TJ Warren playing left back? TJ Warren playing left back. That's how shit. I know for a fact if it's Zinchenko against Salah, get the grill, get the barbecue, it's over. It's over, bro. There is no chance for you whatsoever, and it's gonna be hell. You get me? So that's what I'm saying. If you bring me Zinchenko, my brother, get ready for the barbecue, because you're gonna get grilled in that game. So yeah. By the way, just quickly to the chat, we're 20 likes away from 100. Every single one of you guys right now, hit the like button. Hit the like button now.
I swear Hussam is only here. Number one, he's a big supporter of the channel. He was one of the first big creators to be on the channel, so big up every single time. But he's also trying to get that video deleted like very, very hard, which, 20 more likes and I'll do it. You'll never see it on this channel again. There may be a rogue copy out there, though. I was reading in the chat, so you might want to talk to some of your guys out there.
You said you're going to be a man of your word. You have to be a man of integrity.
I am going to be. I'm a man of my word. I'm a man of my word. I don't have the rogue copy. Other people might. That's all I'm saying. Was there one copy of the Tommy and Pamela video? No, there wasn't. You know what I mean? Not that I'm comparing. I'm just saying.
I don't know what you mean.
No, never mind. It's an extremely American reference. But yeah, tell me about your team though. Hussam, are you confident at all?
I'm the underdog, and I love being the underdog.
Oh, come on, man.
Look at these Liverpool fans in the chat. Don't fall for these guys' fuckery. Don't fall for their tricks and their games. They've learned from their manager. They're all a copycat from their manager. They've learned exactly how to do this mind game bullshit We finished behind you 2 years in a row. We're top of the league. But everyone keeps telling me we've played no one. We haven't been tested. So this is our
You
big
were
test
tested
of
against
the
Chelsea, in my opinion. You were tested
You
against
are at home. You are at home. If this game was at Anfield, I will get it. If I said I'm underdog at Anfield, then you can lean back as much as you want. But if it's at the Emirates, don't bullshit. You know at the Emirates, it's not easy to beat Arsenal. You get me? Unless you play Zinchenko, which now is not going to happen. It's going to be Timber and Saka, so everyone can stop bitching and moaning. You get me?
I think everybody needs to relax on that because I own a backpack and I have some Arsenal gear. Just because I get a picture taken in my backpack and Arsenal gear doesn't mean I'm starting for the team. Like, people need to wait until the starting lineup before they're starting to be like, oh yeah, like they're definitely playing. If Saka was fit, I think he would have played against Shakhtar. I don't think he's fit.
Look at Toxic Dash's comment. That's actually a toxic comment. Said even Win knows we're underdogs. Bringing out the dog. Big up Win the dog. Win the dog is viral, I think, because of Hamza. Hamza made Win the dog famous. He mentions him in every TikTok. He mentions him in every video. Tell you about my team.
I feel like Win the dog just lives rent free in ops heads. That's all.
Yes, big up, big up.
And I know you're not. I know you're not a big dog fan, but we can move.
I'm not. Cats are clear. So when it comes to us, look, I think if you brought Arne Slot himself on the stream right here, he would tell you that he didn't expect the start of the season. The most positive Liverpool fan wouldn't have told you we'd have won 11 out of 12. Like, you'd have thought there were a couple of bumps along the way, maybe a little bit of a slow start, etc. But he started really well, doing really well right now in the league. By the way, top of both leagues, UCL and Premier League.
Yep.
But it's all about consistency. It's all about sustainability. This is October, ladies and gentlemen. It's not May. It's not even April. It's not even March. This is October. So everyone just need to chill out. And we need to take this game by game. And the key thing for us is actually fitness, to be honest with you. The key thing is fitness. We need our starting 11 fit. That's our big issue. The depth situation is the thing that kind of screws us a little bit. I just wish we bought players. That's why I'm FSG out, because I just think our owners have no ambition whatsoever. You see it as well in the MLB. The Red Sox fans all want them out. John W. Henry.
Oh yeah, no, the Red Sox have been awful for a while. The Red Sox have been awful for years.
Yeah, exactly, and that's the same ownership we have, John W. Henry. So yeah, that's my thing. Like, I wish we strengthened in the summer, but we didn't. And now we're here. Our only problem is just health and depth. Those are the two problems. But as a starting 11, we're good.
Yeah, no, starting 11, I think you're good. And I think that you got a great manager in Slot. I know you were Slot out immediately, but as soon as he didn't get back, you were like, okay, well, I understand. I'm going to give him time, right? Is that not the case? Okay. So when I saw him at play in Philly, I saw a pattern of play. I saw organization. I saw something that I wouldn't expect to see from a new manager. And again, yeah, he did come in, the meal was already made, right? He just has to serve it, essentially, with this club. He didn't bring in a lot of players. He wasn't able to have a transfer window that he could really put his footprint on. But what I saw was good. Like, Harvey Elliott cooked us. Like, you have a very, very good midfield. I'm not hearing that Sobo is like the best. I do rate Harvey Elliott. I don't understand where this Harvey Elliott slander comes from. I think he's a great talent.
Harvey Elliott as a technician, as a creator, which is what you need in the 10, is a lot better than Szoboszlai.
Yeah.
Every time Szoboszlai is in the final third, I want to stick pins in my eyeballs. That's how bad he is, Szoboszlai. He's just dreadful, to be honest with you, in the final third. But when it comes to Szoboszlai, listen, as a player who works hard for the team and helps out defensively, he's important for us. So, I need, this Sunday, tomorrow, would I start Szoboszlai? Yes, because in these big games, people refuse to accept this, but you need an athlete. You need a runner. You need someone to press. You need someone to initiate presses. You need someone to run around. And Szoboszlai is that run-around player that we have. And even, by the way, it's not even me criticizing him. Slot said the same thing, that Szoboszlai needs more GA. He himself said it in the press conference against Leipzig. He said, yeah, we're 8 likes away. He himself said it in... He himself said it in...
Sorry, go ahead.
He himself said it in the press conference against Leipzig. He should get more GA. So he knows exactly what he's talking about. Like, if he's saying it himself about himself publicly, then he knows, So we need him running around in this game. This is a game where he must run. He must help out the team defensively. But when Elliot comes back, it'll be very interesting because I do agree with you. As a creator, as someone who creates chances, I think Elliot is better than Soboslai. Like, who would I trust? Put it this way. Let's say Mo Salah's running through on goal in a counter attack. Who would I trust to make the correct pass? Soboslai or Elliot? Elliot. So Elliot as a technician, as a passer, as a natural number 10, as a creator is a lot better. A lot better. So that's why I need him to play. That's my thing with Elliot.
Yeah.
But by the way, I don't even guarantee if he was fit that he would play this Sunday, because once again, you need pressing, you need stuff like that. So yeah.
Yeah. So are you guys gonna attack us, or are you guys gonna sit back? How do you think this game
we're
is?
definitely sitting back.
Oh God, then this is gonna be dead. This is gonna be a dead game. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if it was a 0-0.
Nunes,
Set up with
Diaz. Yeah, Nunes, Diaz, Mo Salah. Bro, I know we're going to counterattack you. I think we're going to do what we did against Chelsea, which is we're going to give you the ball. We're going to trust our defense, play out of the press, and just start attack after attack from the counterattack. You get me? Like, we're just going to counter the shit out of you. Don't even think of putting up that comment to encourage. Because I know exactly where you're.
I'm not going to encourage.
Think about the long term. What's better for your channel? The like button. So yeah, let's
people
go.
Need to hit the
100 likes. Delete the video now. Delete it right here, right now. We're at 100 likes. 100 likes. I have screenshotted it. 101 now.
Where is it?
Delete that shit right now.
Oh my gosh, it's there. All right, I deleted it. Fine.
Delete it. Delete it now.
It's gone. It's gone. You did it.
Let's go.
You did it.
Big up the people in the chat. I knew you wouldn't let me down. Let's go. Big up. Make sure you guys are subscribing to TJ channel as well. Subscribe as well.
Yes, so, absolutely subscribe.
Hold that. Now
that you've gotten your main objective done, let's continue to talk.
No, it's not my main objective. It was a side quest. The main objective is not football.
Fair.
So the reason why I think we'll defend is the following. I think Slot is looking at this game probably like the same way we're kind of looking at the Chelsea game, which is I trust my defense. And he kind of did it against Leipzig as well, because we went defensive too soon. Kind of brought on Joe Gomez, brought on all these players like defend. So obviously there's a crystal clear evidence there that he trusts our defense. He trusts our back line. He trusts the people at the back. So it shows that obviously there's a trust there. There's something that, he goes like, okay, I trust my defense. Now, with Saka or without Saka, that system will help us score goals as well, because then we'll rely on the counter attack.
Right.
There's been a whole lot of shit being said. Rice is going to start center back. Kivior is going to start center back. I don't know who's going to start center back. All I know is Nunes is quicker than all of them. He's not a good player. I don't rate him highly. He has 3 goals in the last 23 games. That's like probably less goals than some center backs do. But he's quick. So we can use the space to get in behind, even if we need the long ball option. So that's something that will help us out. So I'm almost certain that we will defend and we'll give you possession.
Yeah, and that scares me, because if we push the ball up the pitch, we have nobody that, in my opinion, that's good at keeping that possession. Like, if we give the ball away and you guys hit us on transition, we're going to be in trouble, especially with our fullback options that we have going on. Like, look, this game is going to be won on the wings of the pitch. Like, it's not going to be one in the midfield. We're going to cram the midfield. We're going to sit. I think we're going to sit back. I think that we are going to play a double pivot 6 with Partey and Rice. Rice will essentially be a 5th center back, because our center back options are absolute, or a 3rd center back. Our center back options are absolute shit. And then I wouldn't be surprised to see Moreno again in that 8 position. Like, it's absolutely, like, our options are awful. Like, I would obviously want to see Trossard there, because he's the only option, unless you want to move Kai Havertz back and put Trossard up top. It's all extremely underwhelming to me, especially when we're going up against 2 of the best center backs, in my opinion, in the league, in Konate and.
You have a Havertz agenda, by the way. Don't think I don't watch.
Of course, I have a Havertz agenda.
You don't think he's good enough?
I don't think he's good enough to win me a league. I think he's
I don't-
good. I don't think he's good enough. I think he's good.
He has
Look,
22 GA in 21 games.
yeah, that's great. What has it gotten me though?
Yeah, but I don't think that's on him though.
Well, no, I agree with you on that, and context is important. So I will establish context. He played out of position, out of the 9, and he was
Yeah.
awful.
Yeah.
And I gave him that, but I still don't think he's going to produce to the level that is going to get us over the line. Especially if we have rotating injuries, we have an unstable left side, Martinelli and Trossard. They can't decide on who's going to be over there. We don't have a left back that's solid and can stay healthy. Like these things affect Kai Havertz's ability to output.
Can I ask you a genuine question? Genuinely, no agenda.
Okay.
I'll ask you a series of short ones first. Who's been worse, Havertz or Martinelli?
Over the last 2 what's your sample size?
Let's say January till now, like ever since Havertz became a forward.
Oh, Martinelli's been worse.
Who's been worse, Havertz or Jesus?
Jesus. These are softballs. What?
I'm
looking forward to the point.
Havertz or Sterling?
Come on.
Havertz or Trossard?
That's the closest one. Different position, so it's hard. But if you're talking about who I would rather have in the number 9, it's Havertz. Obviously, he's our best striker option. Husam, I'm not.
I think the only forward at your club that's better than Havertz right now is Saka.
Yeah,
and the reason why I say that is even this week, people were like, and I had actually this debate with Norsad. He was telling me, where was Havertz when we needed him against Bournemouth? Where was we needed him against Shakhtar? I'm like, your problem is actually this week specifically. It's a lot more Arteta than anything else. Because your creativity has been off. That Shakhtar Donetsk game, the following happened. That's the game that with Saka or without Saka, I'm expecting Arsenal to win by 3 goals. Win by 3 goals, win by 4 goals, slap Shakhtar Donetsk. Can you name a Shakhtar player?
No, I can't.
I can name only the guy who took the last shot, Pedrinho. That's the only guy I can name because
no, Pedrinho I had heard about, but I don't remember
even now after the game, the only guy I remember is Pedrinho.
I don't know. Even now,
he made Raya take the save, but
they haven't scored 1 goal in the UCL, but we only scored 1, and it was an own goal. Like this
exactly
is
my point. That's what I'm saying.
Creativity that I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The manager's system is not allowing for creativity. That's why I think these last 2-3 games, the blame has to be on Arteta a lot more. Havertz got the ball in dangerous position once. He laid it off to Trossard. Trossard should be scoring that. And Havertz should have taken the penalty, not Trossard, because Havertz takes penalties for Germany.
Yeah. I agree with that. No, yeah. I agree with that. But where I disagree is how we're setting up in the midfield. That's where I disagree. We're being far too negative, especially at home to Shakhtar Donetsk, which is why I wouldn't be surprised if we set up the exact same way. It's a 0-0 or a 1-0 or a 1-1 tomorrow, and we're taking naps by the 45th minute. Like I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. Like let's be real here, especially because Arsenal, especially with Saka out, like even with Saka in, we've been having trouble generating scoring chances and generating goals, and that's a huge problem. And that is one thing where you could say what you want about Martin Odegaard. He created chances. It's up to a lot of people to finish them.
Yeah, I like Odegaard.
I don't trust Raheem Sterling. I don't trust Gabriel Jesus. And because Gabriel Jesus will start on the wing if he's out, Sterling is gone. Like Sterling's dead to me. Like the fact that we brought this guy in was an absolute joke to begin with. It shows that we weren't planning on ever needing a legitimate backup to Saka. And then so we send Reece Nelson down the road, and we don't try to bring in anybody like a Moussa Diaby or a Neto when they were available. And now we're paying the price.
I agree with you, and I think this is why also the one thing that I do blame Arteta for is, look, you have to put your players in a system in which they can score goals, where you have creativity even without Odegaard. Because yes, Odegaard's out. Yes, Odegaard's one of the best creators in the league, 100%. But the problem is, for me, genuinely, is the fact that I'm watching Arsenal in a game like Shakhtar. I'm going like, guys, you should be destroying these by 3 goals, by 4 goals, and you didn't do that.
Yep.
That's why I'm saying like you could even make an argument, and I know some people might say how because we won, but you could make an argument that the Shakhtar performance was even worse than the Bournemouth one, because the Bournemouth one you could at least say you had 10 men and blah blah blah. Shakhtar was 11v11. You should never have to rely on David Raya 90th minute at home to Shakhtar Donetsk to save you from a 1-1 draw. That is just not a scenario at all that should be acceptable if you're an Arsenal fan. That's why for me, I'm watching this Arsenal side. I'm like, there's such a serious. And by the way, the previous question, what did you ask me? Are you going to defend or are you going to attack? The reason why I said that are you going to defend is Arsenal in possession without Saka, without Odegaard, are toothless.
They're yeah, blunt.
So if I give you the ball, you probably need about 10 attempts to create one chance, one half chance, one decent chance to get a touch in the penalty box. So I think Slot will trust our defense against your forward line. And then what we're going to do is get the ball, counter-attack, McAllister through ball, Salah, Nunez, Diaz, 3 dogs running at your defense, and it's going to be a problem.
Yeah, no, 100%. And another thing that I want to bring up on that back line too is that Ben White has not been playing well. So you have a back line that's been on shaky form. Like sans Gabriel, like I think Gabriel has held it up very, very, very well. But a lot of people, and I said this in Saad's chat, I don't think people are taking the absence of Saliba seriously enough, because he provides a certain calmness on that back line. He provides this quiet leadership. Other than the Bournemouth challenge, he always puts in a good foot. So that's what worries me the most. Like if you had said to me, you know what, TJ, that red card never happened, they rescinded it, Saliba's starting, I would be more confident. But I'm not. Just because there you saw us 2 years ago when we were trying to
Oh, you had Rob Holding then
with Rob Holding. Yeah, I know, but now we're throwing Kiwior in there potentially. And look,
a lot better than Rob Holding.
He is a lot better than Rob Holding, but he's not. He's like what I would say. He's like 65% of a Saliba in terms of what he can bring to the center back position. Okay, and that's not enough. Big up Omar, by the way. Big up Omar. Congratulations on the win, by the way, today.
Yeah, congratulations. Everyone was happy for Barcelona today, except
everybody.
Madrid fans.
Yeah, football won today, people. Football won. That's all I'm gonna say. Football
and won. Chelsea fans and Man United fans, because Barca owned them too. Congrats, Omar, man. I hear what you're saying with Saliba, because Saliba's like the Rolls Royce of the defense. He's the leader. He's the guy that dictates where everyone is. He obviously helps out defensively massively. Listen, I think Saliba is a fantastic. There is a reason. Let's just put it this way: there's a reason why Real Madrid want him. It's not like Real Madrid are calling for Ruben Diaz or calling for any of these guys. Like, they're calling for Saliba for good reason, besides his age, which is how good he is as a center back, obviously. So I think it will be a massive miss. But the other places are the places you need to be worried about more, because one thing, and as well, this is one thing that even like the, let's say, Arteta outers were saying as well. You can't blame Arteta for the defensive thing, because he actually came into the season with defensive options ready. So it's not like he didn't have anyone ready. Timber, Calafiori, Saliba, Gabriel, Ben White, Tomiyasu, Tierney, Zinchenko, blah, blah, blah. Yes, of course, not all options are as good as each other, but that's like expecting, I don't know, whoever, like Kwanzaa to be as good as Van Dijk. He isn't. Yep. But at least he's an option, So you had options in there. You had players in there who could start, who could make a difference. And unfortunately for you, it's just Saliba, stupidly, by the way, got sent off against Evan Nilsson. I'm like, why are
90, here's the thing: is like 99 out of 100 times he makes that tackle clean, or that doesn't happen. I'm not blaming Trossard on that either. It was a bad tackle. Period. End of story. He deserved to get sent off. Like,
agree.
Rare bozo move from him. Rare. And another thing we can talk about in Arsenal, and I got to wrap it up here soon. And I know Husam's got to go to bed. What is it, like 4 or 2:30 in the morning over there.
Yeah, 2:30.
See,
No,
this is why it's the late show. People is that I'm keeping people up late. No,
I
love
sleep at 6 a.m. You don't have to feel bad. Don't worry.
Okay, perfect. No, but look, at the end of the day, where this is going to be won is who I think it's who makes a mistake first. This is where I'm gonna leave.
That's so true. I swear.
It is. No, I mean, where am I wrong here? Like anybody can feel free to
Please
prove me
don't
wrong.
tell me I've toured YouTube for the last 3 days doing previews just for this game to be 0-0 in the end. Like it's just gonna be so
I'm telling
fucking
you.
bad.
I'm telling you, man, it's and I think I see the look on your face, and I think you're coming to the conclusion that that's probably what's going to happen, unless
Yes,
there
yes,
is a massive,
100%.
massive mistake. And here's why. Here's why I'm not positive about this, Usam, is that I think if you look at our starting 11 or our potential starting 11, that mistake is more likely to happen in our starting 11.
That's fair. That's a very fair point. That's a very fair point. What I'm saying is, listen, I've done this before, bro. I've been on YouTube 3.
And
I
I know,
know
and,
for
you've been,
a fact.
and I know you've been all across. Like you literally messaged me and said, "I feel like a prostitute." Like you've been on
Yeah,
every single channel.
I
So
think this is either my 11th or like 12th preview I've done. So
crazy,
yeah,
crazy.
I've
We
done a
appreciate
whole
it.
shitload of previews. I enjoy it, of course. It's football talk, so there's
Of
nothing wrong
course.
with it. And
Yeah,
everyone brings something different to the table. Today I started an Arsenal civil war. Very proud of it.
I saw
I
that.
let
That was embarrassing. I saw that.
Yes, I let all three Arsenal fans fight each other, and I sat back. I was texting Nick. Big up Nick if he's watching. Big up CNN Australia. I was texting him. I was like, "Yo, Nick, let them fight. Don't get involved. Just let them fight, bro." And they were fighting, going back and forth, and I'm just sat back, relaxed. It reminds me of football wars days, man. I just used to let people go
Oh,
at each other.
I
Yeah,
used to tune into that, and then wow, there's
I'm very
just
good at deflecting. So they asked me a Liverpool.
you're very good at deflecting, but you're also good at
Yeah.
yelling fire in a crowded room, and then let people try to get out, try to find
Yes,
their way out
yes.
of it.
I they asked me a Liverpool question to start the stream, and then 20 minutes later, all three were arguing with each other for an hour. So it was beautiful. But listen, I've done this before. I know whenever we overhype a game, it eventually is dead.
Yep.
My issue with this whole thing is your manager doing all this mind game crap is the reason why we are in this position.
Yeah.
TJ can't predict 100% for shit. I can't predict 100% for shit because I don't know who the fuck gonna play. I don't
Nope.
know if it's mind games. I don't know if these guys are actually injured. I don't know if they'll play or not. I don't know none of this shit. We're sat here going like, oh yeah, Timber is in training, Saka's in training, this guy's in training. Oh, they were spotted with the bag and the gear. Like I'm like, bro, like, are they playing or no? Can we just get to the bottom of the shit once and for all? Like, are they gonna play or are they not gonna play? Because
Right.
that's why I've been giving three different predictions. If Timber and Saka is fit, I think this game ends 1-1. If Timber and Saka are not fit and you don't play Zinchenko, this ends 1-0 to Liverpool. If Timber and Saka are not fit, but you do play Zinchenko, this game ends 3-0 Liverpool. Zinchenko will be deep fried. Like, that's genuinely
It's
what I
gonna be
think. So,
brutal.
yeah, it's going to be brutal, that type of game. So, like, it just, I don't know what to say, man. It's just like and by the way, this game is the first ever game. Liverpool fans who are my age as well will agree with us. This is the first ever game, Liverpool Arsenal, in our lifetime in which two defensive coaches are facing each other. Because it used to be Klopp v Wenger,
Oh,
Benitez v Wenger, who's also offensive. And until last year, it was Klopp all the way. So it was always like at least one of us had that forward thinking manager all the time. But now, both of them are cautious, slow build up, pass left, pass right, a little bit, shit like this. So, yeah, I'm just saying, bro. At the end of the day, this is a problem. So both defensive coaches, I think this has 1-1 or 0-0 written all over it. You can sit up here and hype this shit for 3-4 days, and then we lock in, and it's like Arsenal one shot on target, Liverpool one shot on target, 0-0. Like that's just
0-0.
gonna be the game.
Yeah. I'm with you on that, and I'm literally predicting the same thing. So to go through what you just went through, like if we have Saka and Timber, I'm gonna say I'll say 1-1. I'll say 1-1.
Mhm.
If we are missing Timber, it's gonna be 2-1 Liverpool. If we're missing Saka and Timber, regardless of whether or not Zinchenko starts, I think it's 2-0 Liverpool. I'm not feeling good about this just because we don't have an attack. We don't have a creative midfielder. Nobody's going to convince me otherwise.
Hey, I hope you're right. I really do hope you're right, but it's just this whole like not knowing the lineup because I could tell you the Liverpool lineup right now with ease, and I promise you I won't be wrong in any position.
You won't.
Kelleher, Trent, Van Dijk, Konate, Robertson, Szoboszlai, McAllister, Gravenberg, Mo, Nunes, Diaz. Done. There's nothing to question. The only thing that could shock us is if he goes Gakpo instead of Diaz. That's it. Other than that, the rest is crystal clear.
That isn't even that shocking. And
Yeah,
Gakpo can score against Arsenal.
He can, and that's my point. Like, it's just there's nothing for us that's questionable. For you, it's a little bit like there's a question mark here and a question mark there, and this could happen and that could happen and blah 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 blah. So it's like so many question marks. But for us, there's no question marks.
Yeah, no, 100%. I'm with you. All right, guys. Well, we're gonna wrap up. That is the Arsenal Liverpool preview featuring my guy Hussam. Hussam, again, thank you so much for coming on, man. I really, really appreciate it. You're doing a watch along for this tomorrow. Are you doing any other watch alongs tomorrow?
Oh hell no! I'm just gonna be listen. Oh hell no! Listen, I don't need Chelsea or Man United or one of the other bummy ass teams as well to put me to bed. I already have our game to put us to bed. So I'm gonna wake up, inshallah. Eggs, breakfast, go to the gym, come back, post workout, coffee, black coffee, extra shots. You get me? Just so I can be awake fully, and I'm generally just gonna sleep through all the other shit games so I can be just fully alert mode for the Liverpool Arsenal game. So yeah, thank you for having me as well. Big up everyone who's locked in. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. We need to help get TJ to 2,000 subscribers. So
100%.
help the guys subscribe. And check out all his content as well. So big up to you, TJ. This was fun, to be honest.
No, I had a good time. What were you expecting it to be like? Torture or what were you expecting? Let's talk about this. I'm just kidding.
This is why Jacob cooks you. This is exactly why Jacob cooks you. You took something so positive. Look how positive I ended that chat. I was like, yo, this was fun, to be honest, because it's like my 12th preview and I'm enjoying doing it, which shows that TJ is doing a fantastic job. And he's like, oh, so you expected this to be dead? Like, imagine, man, what kind of bullshit is this? Like, I'm giving him compliment and he's bullshitting. He gaslights me into me thinking I insulted him or some shit. Like, I said it's fun.
Thank you for the compliment, and I'm looking forward to the next time you come on the show.
Too late. Too late. How about that? Too late. You ruined it.
Guys, Hussam is literally this close to 40K. If you live under a rock and you have not subscribed to Hussam, go over there and do it right now. The link is in the title. It's not in the description. It's in the title. Click it. Click subscribe, and you're going to be in for some of the best watch-alongs you've ever watched on YouTube. So go over there and subscribe. 40K. Let's do it right now, tonight. As for me, I'm not going to be doing a watch along tomorrow. I will be doing a reaction with Dal. So come back here, tune in. We'll either be very, very happy or very, very bored, I think. Because we're all kind of
very angry, possibly. That's the third possibility.
It would have to be like for me to be really, really angry, it would have to be like a 4-0. Like I'm kind of expecting the worst, to be honest with you, because I haven't seen this lack of output from an Arsenal team in 2 or 3 years. So
fair enough.
Anyway, all right, guys, that's it. We're gonna redirect you over to Sarcasm City TV. They're doing some gaming. Go over there.
Fun fact before we end. We're ending on 115 likes. Hold that, Man City. You're guilty. This is a sign.
Go over there and spam Flawless is a Criminal. TJ Warren TV raid Flawless is a Criminal in the chat. Go over there and do that right now. Until next time. Oh, this might be a long one, gents. We'll see you later.